Is this thing on? Is this thing? Writing prompt, test run, first edition. I don't know if this is gonna go any well. Okay.
In the heat
Tell
of
me a
innovation
story.
of modern-day technology, the world changes and gets molded into this new digital era. Everything from the challenges of everyday life up to the complex processes that digital technology seems to be made convenient, digital technology seems like magic. Technology has always paved the way for humanity to move forward, not only technologically but also socially. When change knocks at your door, what would you do? Many would choose to accept, but there are a few that would resist. I was one of them. If I had knew its consequences and price that I would eventually pay. Damn, I wish I should have accepted change with open arms. It was summer of 2007, on the news I heard of a new innovation called the iPhone. I didn't find it interesting, but my son Adam found it very innovative. As he watched the news about this so-called innovation very attentively, I turned off the TV because it had been time for supper. But he defied it and turned it on again. After this I smacked the remote from his hands and yelled at him to eat supper. Adam had always been keen to technology. He even created a failed software startup called Google, but his grades were so low when he was working on this. So I forced him to sell or terminate his startup, or else I would kick him from the house. We argued, yet at the end of the day I was the victor. Year 2009, the third iteration of the iPhone came. My son decided to drop out of school to start another startup. I was furious when I heard these words slip out of his mouth. So I did the unexpected and I went into his rooms and completely trashed it. His drawings, sketches, blueprints, prototypes were gone. He was understandably furious, but then I didn't understand nor took the time to understand his side. Before I could kick him from the house, he bested me by leaving the house himself. But before he left he muttered these words. "See you in 5 years, I will change the world." I wish I believed in my son, I wish I believed in change. I mean, that's the reason my wife divorced me, but now even my son had followed suit in the footsteps of my wife. Then I wondered why people kept leaving me, now I understand why. The power of belief never really dawned on me. I was blind and ignorant to the nature of why people kept leaving me. 5 years later I was met with a shocking turn of events as I turned on the TV, the same TV I scolded him for swooning over. I saw my son on the news. He was now a successful CEO of a multi-billion-dollar tech company. He truly made his statement of changing the world in 5 years' time. After the news I saw him being interviewed in a talk show. I saw him and I was just standing there watching the TV with the biggest smile on my face. I was the proudest father in the world while watching this interview. He talked about all his successes, and after a while of attentive viewing I was getting tired, yet I fought my tiredness and went on with watching all of the interview. After a few moments the interviewer asked Adam, my son, what was his biggest inspiration for starting his now $4 billion company. My son stated, "It was because of my terrible father. He never believed in me and thought technology would give me no future. Oh, and did I mention he never believed in me, not even once." I was showered with guilt and sadness. I could not deny this fact because I have always been a pain to my son's ambitions and dreams. It's sad, but in the end of the day I did this to myself. As I continued to watch the interview he stated another statement that made my heart ache. "No amount of money in the world can make me visit that old hag again." I sat there with tears in my eyes streaming steadily from my face. As I turned off the TV I just laid there sadly glancing at a portrait of my son near the fireplace. I looked into the website of my son's company and his slogan, "Dare to Leap," really struck my eyes. I decided to look more into it, and after scrolling I found an excerpt regarding the slogan. "When I dared to leap the borders my father had set, that was when I achieved and discovered the real me. Now as I exit realme.com all I have on my mind is, I wish I just accepted change."
To be honest, that was actually quite nice. But yeah, that's kind of biased because since you're practically a Realme product, maybe that's basis of it, but I guess I probably still need to work on the framework.
What?
Okay,
I
are you
think I did
fine
a
with me
good job.
terminating you?
Wait.
Yeah,
Help!
yeah, okay, goodbye.